Mini Hatch R50 2000 to 2006. The first new generation Mini Hatch was introduced in late 2000, being the first model launched under the Mini mark after the original Mini was discontinued in the same year. In some European markets, the Mini 1 was powered by a 1.4-liter, 85 cubic inches, inline-4 version of the Tritec engine, but all other petrol-powered Minis used the 1.6-liter, 98 cubic inches, version. From 2004 through 2008, the soft-top convertible R52 was made. There are numerous styling and badging differences between the models, including the Cooper S having a distinctive scoop cut into the bonnet. The Cooper S also has twin exhausts which exit under the center of the rear valance. The non-S Cooper has more chrome parts than the Mini 1 and has a single exhaust. The Mini 1D has no visible exhaust pipes at all. In some markets, such as Australia and the US, only the Mini Cooper and Cooper S are offered. Other trim lines of note, sold in varying markets around the world, are the Mini 7, Mini Park Lane, Mini Checkmate, and Mini Monte Carlo. The Mini Hatch, US, hardtop, was designed by Frank Stevenson, and drew inspiration from the original two-door Mini. Development of the car was conducted between 1995 and 2001 by Rover Group in Gaydon, United Kingdom and BMW in Munich, Germany. During this development phase, there was continual contention between the two design groups, especially concerning the positioning of the car. Rover wanted a straight economy car, which would also replace the Rover 100 series, which had evolved from the Metro in a 1994 restyle, whilst BMW supported a small, sporting car. Plans for an all-new Super Mini to replace the Metro in the mid-1990s were shelved when Rover was sold to BMW in January 1994, with the existing Metro model gaining a restyle and a new designation. The concept was originally unveiled at the 1997 Frankfurt Motor Show at a joint BMW, Rover press conference, with details of the Chrysler, BMW joint venture Tritec engine, and proposed trim levels including Mini Minor, not used, and the Cooper S. Ultimately, BMW prevailed, and in 1999, they assumed control over the entire project following the departure of BMW's CEO, Bernd Pisatzreiter. When BMW sold off Rover in 2000, it retained the Mini project, and moved the planned production site of the car from Rover's Longbridge plant, to BMW's Oxford plant in Cowley, Oxford, England. The team of designers working on the 2001 Mini had finished the full-sized clay mock-up of the Mini in plenty of time for a presentation to the board of directors. However, the American chief designer, Frank Stevenson, realized that the model did not have an exhaust pipe. His short-term solution was to pick up an empty beer can, punch a hole in it, strip off the paint and push it into the clay at the back of the car, which took just a few minutes. The overall design for the mock-up was so good that the board members told him not to change a thing, resulting in the distinctive exhaust tip seen in production cars. The first generation of the new Mini received a facelift in July 2004 for the upcoming 2005 model year. This was also when the new convertible was introduced. It was not available with the pre-facelift design. Aside from minor design changes, mostly up front, and improved equipment, the Rover R65 manual gearbox was replaced with a Getrag 5-speed for the Mini 1 and Cooper. The vehicles produced during the 2001 to 2006 model years included 4 hatchback models, UK and some international markets, Hatch, US, hardtop, other markets just plain Mini, the standard Mini 1, the diesel engine Mini 1D, the sportier Mini Cooper and the supercharged Mini Cooper S. In 2005, a convertible roof option was added to the MKI lineup. In November 2006, BMW released a facelift version of the Mini hardtop as a 2007 model year vehicle. From March 2002, the Mini was exported to Japan and sold at Japanese BMW dealerships as well as Yanes locations. The car complied with Japanese government dimension regulations, and the introduction of the Mini coincided with several vehicles in Japan that exhibited a retro look that Japanese car companies were offering. The names Cooper and Cooper S are the names used for the sportier version of the classic Mini, which in turn come from the involvement of John Cooper and the Cooper Car Company. The Cooper heritage is further emphasized with the John Cooper Works, JCW, range of tuning options. The John Cooper Works Company also created a higher spec model of the Mini Cooper S, the Mini Cooper S Works. It has a higher volume exhaust and air filter, an uprated brakes and suspension, and different 17-inch, 430mm, wheels from the S models. A race-prepared version, with rear-wheel drive, called the Mini Cooper S3, competed in the Bel Car Championship from 2002. The last MKI variant to be produced using the supercharged Tri-Tuck engine was the Mini Cooper S with John Cooper Works GP kit, a lightweight, quasi-race prep John Cooper Works model. Hand-finished by Bertoni in Italy, it was offered as a limited production run of 2,000 cars during the 2006 model year, with 444 of those originally intended for the UK market, although ultimately, 459 were sold. The GP has more bolstered Recaro front seats but had no rear seats, which along with reduced sound deadening, removal of the rear wash wipe system, optional air conditioning and radio, and other weight reduction steps, resulted in a weight saving of around 40 kilograms, 88 pounds, compared to a Cooper S. Mechanically, it has a less restrictive intercooler, recalibrated engine management, high-volume injector nozzles, and a freer-flowing exhaust system. Extra cooling capabilities let the supercharged engine run longer on cooler temperatures for better track performance, rated at 218 PS. 215 bhp, 160 kilowatts, at 7,100 revolutions per minute and 250 Nm, 184 pounds-feet, at 4,600 revolutions per minute of torque.